Alright, first and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders that do rule well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you sincere brethren, the Akim out there, pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. I say shalom to all the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. Alright, this one will be entitled, The Love of Many Shall Wax Cold. You understand? And what little inspiration I get from this video was at work. You know, prices going up on stuff. And this will be a quick little edification, on how these people are gonna be moving. The fella was like, he say, "Hey boy, just now I gonna kill for meat. Just now I gonna steal for meat." You understand? And he said it as a joke. And that is because it have a little normalcy, a little comfort left in this society. But eventually, when that comfort get taken away, then these people are going to show their true colors. You're going to see who they actually are. You understand? And we know, from common sense how animals move, how animals behave when they are hungry. You understand? They become more feral. Even animals that like your dog or your cat or whatever, when animals become hungry, they become more violent. You understand? And these human beings, because them is beasts. You understand? Is it the knowledge, statutes and commandments, is the wisdom, knowledge and understanding of the Most High. That is the thing that is make a man upright. Is make a man civilized. Right? But the rest of these people, them is beasts. Watch how they live. This mankind is lie with mankind and lie with beasts, and they have women ruling over them, and right? Or the things they just eat. They eating octopus, they eating shrimps, they eating shark, they eating any insect, turtle, frogs. You understand? There's all these beasts. These people are beasts. You understand? Animals, savages. So in these times to come, when their food, when this economy crash and the dollars that they have worth nothing, and then they can't go to the grocery to get any food because there won't be any food, or when they had to pay 3 times as much for a loaf of bread than they had to before, right? And times that they get hard and their back is against the wall, you will see the true essence of these people. The same ones that you call family, same ones that you call friends and neighbors and associates. You're going to see how drastic, how violent and how deadly these people will move towards each other. You understand? Matthew chapter 24 verse 12, it say, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." You understand? So because of iniquity, because of sin, the love of many will wax cold. You understand? They're telling you, people tell you they love you now, right? Your family tell you we love you, thing. But in these last days, those are the same ones that will sell you out to the enemy to get you beheaded. You understand? Them is the same ones will sell you out and say, "My son or my brother or my father," you understand? "He ain't wanna take no poison, and he ain't gonna take your people MOTB. He against the society, right? He's a terrorist. He worshiping a false god, And them is the same ones will sell you out to the enemy for them to come and put you to death. The same one that they say the so-called love. You understand? Because that is going to be the nature of these people. Go to the book of Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It say, the Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. You understand? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. You understand? There wouldn't be no work. Scripture said there would be no man to till the ground. There would be no work. You understand? It wouldn't have you getting up in the morning to go and clock your car to go to work. You understand? It wouldn't have people going in grocery stores and to buy food. Right? Or you say you're going in the market to get some things to cook for Sunday. It's not going on like that. You understand? Your normalcy is going to be taken away. Right? This world is going into complete famine. Right? It ain't gonna be as easy as going in the shop and you're buying a bread, and it's not going to be that. Times are gonna be real hectic, real bitter. Right? And when these people backs against the wall and they realize they can't get food from the places they usually used to go to get, and that the money that they have doesn't mean anything anymore, and they see you with food or with water and shelter, however the case is. You could be their mother, you could be their brother, you could be their own children. They will rob you, they will kill you for that. Why? The nature of this flesh is to survive. Right? That is the nature of this flesh, of this body, is survival. Right? The main thing for the spirit is to what? Obey Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That is the main thing in the spirit, to obey the Lord. But this flesh is not so. The flesh does not care about the Lord. The flesh cares about survival. Your flesh doesn't see clean and unclean meat. Your flesh sees energy, because you could get energy from pork. It's food, right? Your body could break it down. Get the protein, whatever the case is, it could break down them things. But your spirit would tell you, obey the Lord, and he said not to eat swine. Right? The truth, not the color, all these things, but he said not to eat swine. So you know not to eat swine, you know not to eat shark and shellfish and things. But your flesh does not care about that. Your flesh don't care about no law. All your flesh seeing is energy that could keep me going. Your flesh don't see they my brother wife. All your flesh sees is an opportunity to take your seed and place it in a woman to keep your line going. All your flesh sees is reproduction, no matter who woman it is. You understand? This is the nature of the flesh. Right? If smoking cigarette and these things is what has give you a buzz, right? Let's give you a buzz, give your brain, make you release dopamine and things. Your flesh don't care about no scriptures, about temple and all them kind of thing. Your flesh will continue to allow you to smoke because it make you feel good. Right? This is the nature of the flesh. Survival and pleasure. So when these things start getting taken away, and your flesh seeing the only way for you to survive is to kill the people you so-called love and take what they have, then that is exactly what these people is going to do. Because they don't live in the spirit, they are of the flesh, they are of the world. They will kill one another to stay alive. You understand? They will kill one another to stay alive. Scripture said they will eat their own children. Right? The scripture show they will eat their own babies. And you think that far-fetched, but you will see it happen. It is going to come to pass. Right? These mothers out there, And I mean, come on. Some of these mothers just literally take their children and throw them in the garbage bin, throw them in a dumpster, and people will be finding these little ones. So you really think it's far-fetched to say that they would eat them? You understand? It's not. These mothers today, look how they move with their little kids. You understand? As I get an example with the garbage bin. I see videos like that where they take the babies or whatever, throw them in a bag and fling them in a dustbin. Or pell them in the sea to kill them, whatever the case is. Right? So if them and they don't have Yahushai, they are on a spirit of Yahweh Yahushai. So if them in a house alone with nothing to eat, nothing to drink, he's going to eat the little ones. A spider, a female spider. You understand? When she bring forth she offspring, right? And them just make children in the hundreds and thing. If it have nothing to eat, she just begin to consume the kids, the little spiders, and them she begin to eat them. You understand? These are normal thing for animals. Some of them just end up eating the little ones, especially in times and no food. Right? And as I said before, these people are beasts. These people are no better than animals. You understand? So what make you think that they would not do the same? Right? They like to think we different from animals, animals dumb and we have consciousness and thing, but they move exactly like beasts in the way they move, in the way they eat, in the things that they do, in the way they act to each other. Right? You step on a man's shoe and he would take your life. You telling me there is not some animal type shit? Look, Isaiah chapter 32. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion." You understand? These people trust in Egypt, they trust in this beast system, they trust in this society. They believe that this society, that this world will continue to go as it's been going. They think that they would always have to go to work, right? And they will always get money, and with this money they will buy a car, they will buy a house, and whatever the case is. They think that this is life forever. Alright, this system that this will always be, and this is just life as you know it. But it's not so. All these things are temporal, right? So they put their trust in Egypt, they put their trust in this system, and the reason they went and take the poison, because they believe it to be the cure, right? They believe that some of the enemies give them as a cure. But I found another video about, right, that they trust in this system. Whatever they learn on the news, they go with it. As long as the so-called white man says it, they believe it, right? They need not worry because of Esau's military might, right? So they're protected and they believe in their healthcare and their pharmaceuticals. So they 100% luck in all aspects of life, and wherever they do, they go to their enemies, right? And not just Jake, but all these nations. You understand? That they love Babylon, they love the whore, right? Scriptures talk about them that living deliciously with she. You understand? But scriptures saying here, it say The strength of Pharaoh would be your shame, because you trust in this money and then there's make boast. You know, as your brother Corrales always say, there's boast $50 an hour and $35 an hour. You know, they're working for minimum wage and they're boasting that, right? They have pride in this system. They have pride in the things of this world. But it's gonna be their shame when they can have hundreds of thousands in the bank and it would not matter. The money that they have would not matter. All the land that they have would not matter. All the cars that they have would not matter. So it would be their shame. And they trust in the shadow of Egypt, their confusion. You understand? So this same system, when it is no longer working for you, you'll be confused. Because you wouldn't know what to do. How are you going to acquire food? How are you going to find fresh water to drink? How are you going to take care of your family? Right? And confusion is going to bring disarray. You understand? Confusion is going to bring rioting. It's going to bring war. It's going to bring killing. It's going to bring raiding. This is what confusion is going to do. You have no answers. You have no idea how you and your family are going to survive. So what do you think you're going to do? Right? The love of many shall wax cold. They will kill one another. And that is my main point in this video. In these last days, when these people comfort is taken away from them, they will begin to eat one another. You understand? They will begin to eat and to steal from one another, to murder one another. The verse 7 it say, "For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried still concerning this. Their strength is to sit still." You know, but before that, you know, when it said trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, all your false gods that you people worship in those days, they ain't gonna help you. Right? Because it's really the Lord working through your vain imagination to keep you deceived. But in the last days, He ain't gonna do that no more. Your gods ain't gonna help you. Jesus, Allah, Brahma, Krishna, Buddha, and all these other dotish idols that you people have, you know, because we know it's hundreds upon thousands of false gods you people created. You understand? None is going to give you any assistance in these last days. Right? The Sia woman and the Obia woman years go by, they ain't gonna be able to help. The Obia man ain't gonna be able to help. You understand? All these people that deal with familiar spirit, none of them are going to help you in these last days. They themselves are going to be in distress as well when they're calling on the demons and nothing is coming. Right? That trust in the shadow of Egypt. All you people that trust in the system, trust in the religions of this system, right? And the philosophies of this system, you are going to be in complete fear in these last days, because you would have no idea what to do. Verse 7, "For the Egyptians shall help in vain." Their help is in vain. You understand? Their help would be in vain. Right? All the pharmaceuticals and all these things in vain. Right? Because you really check it. You people just run to the pharmacy for every little thing. Shoulder pain, you run to get painkillers, you run for cough medicine. These things don't help. You all just do is numb this the how to put it, is numb the problem, right? So let me say you have a virus within you, and that virus is you know your body fighting that, and you get a fever or whatever. Them pharmaceuticals will help you stop the fever, but they ain't dealing with the source. You understand? It is not dealing with the source. It's just numbing you. It's drugs. Is that what it is? It's drugs. It's just numbing you. And you continue to run for these drugs, boy. The food that we eat, it ain't healthy. There's nothing on this earth, in my opinion, unless you growing your own food, right? And even still, because they all the chemtrails and things and be dropping all kind of chemicals on the ground and whatever the case is. But that is the safest thing for you to grow your own food and your own animals and things. Other than that, anything you have to buy, I could guarantee you are eating chemicals. You understand? You're eating chemicals, whether it be plants, vegetables, fruits, meat, it's chemicals. You understand? I just how this society it can't flourish, It can't flourish. Why? Because of iniquity. And because of the rulers of this world, he saw you dumb. They don't know anything about peace and righteousness and bringing forth good fruits and things flourishing and things. All they know about is death. They know about war. They make things decay. They make things rot because they are evil. They are the wicked that the Bible speaks of, right? Go to the book of Second Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 14, it say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. It say, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You understand? So you see how these niggas out here, it has some just stiff-necked niggas. You understand? When it comes to this politics thing and the government and PNM and thing, right? They see how these niggas just going for Rowley and going for PNM, the Balize, this kind of kind of spirit. In these last days, they ain't gonna regard that anymore. I telling you. As soon as these niggas cannot eat every 3 hours, they are not going to regard the kings, no princes. They're not gonna regard no prime minister, no president, no politicians, no police, army, nothing. You understand? Let's say a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Scripture say it. The same ones that smiling with you every morning, right? Neighbor, friend, and his family, they will kill you because of the lack of bread, right? They will bust through your door and slay you and your entire family and take all your food. You understand? And that literally what going on. That is where it is. That is where it is. I read it again, verse 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They will have no mercy. They would not care who you are to them, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. The times will be so hard, this flesh will overtake them, and they wouldn't care about who you are, who you was to them, what you do for them. All they would be thinking is survival. They would kill friend, family, co-worker, whoever the case is. In 2 Ezra 16 verse 22, it say, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right? Many that dwell upon this earth will perish of famine. Watch out, it have billions of people on the earth. Scripture say many of them were dead from famine. Be looking at the millions. It say, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So they're not talking about just World War III alone. Scriptures talk about wars and rumors of wars. We know red seditions among men. They're gonna destroy one another. They're gonna be killing each other. Right? They're gonna have civil unrest. It say, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Right? So men gonna be cast out like feces. Right? That is how it's gonna be to see a dead body. Right? It's gonna be nothing special. You're gonna be walking around and you're gonna be having thousands of dead bodies all over the place. So you can imagine the scent. Right? Imagine the scent. They will send men mad. Right? That scent alone. And the sight of seeing all thousands of bodies pile up. Right? And you're walking through the streets and it's just silence. It will send all them mad. Verse 25. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. You think you're gonna get up every morning to go to work? You will be out of a job, because you won't have no job. It wouldn't have a place to work. You understand? It wouldn't have a place to work, nor will it have money to be made. The scripture says, woe unto all that trust in Egypt. You understand? There wouldn't be no more work in Egypt. It wouldn't have nothing like I collected my salary, and it wouldn't have them thing. It say, so that verse 27, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Right? So imagine going for weeks on end, and the only voice you hearing is your own. Right? You ain't hearing or seeing any other man for weeks. Understand? Imagine the mental strain that would take and that would have now. Right? This is the times we going into. Verse 30, it says, when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. They are going, right? You ever watch them apocalypse movie and you see them men, they're going through houses and things to search for food and for water and for clean clothes and blankets and whatever they could get their hands on, that could aid in their survival. That is what it's going to be like, is a apocalypse. You understand? So you tie in all these precepts that was brought out and you realize that it's pure hell that we going into, that Jacob's trouble is a trouble that the world had not seen before. Right? Your family is going, right? If you're a man of the Lord, don't be surprised when you see the true countenance of your so-called family. You understand? The same ones that swear, they swear in heaven, swear to the Lord, they love you, they will hate you in these last days. For Yahweh's sake, for the truth's sake, they will hate you. Right? And you look at these people that they laughing with each other, they're best of friends. Those same best of friends will be killing each other for meat. You understand? Raiding each other's houses, ravishing each other's wives, killing each other's children. You understand? And watch how these niggas is get on if 3 hours pass and they ain't put something in their mouth. Right? This not far-fetched, This is not hard for me to believe. It's not hard for any sincere brother or sister to believe. Watch how Jake does get on when they can't eat every 2-3 hours. You understand? Watch how Jake does get on if anytime a topic come up about fasting. Right? They say nah boy, I can't eat for 3 hours. Right? Who does get headache? Who has sugar? You understand? Who does get low blood sugar and who all them kind of dotishness. Jake cannot go a day without eating. Right? These people cannot go a day without eating, and you know why? That is the way Esau Edom set it up with this high sugar, high carbohydrate diet that we does eat. Right? We does eat too many carbs. Right? That's why plenty people just get diabetes and things. This diet is mainly focusing in what? In snacks. You understand? Snacks and cereal and plenty high carbohydrate stuff. And we don't be getting enough quality protein, quality fat, right? Quality vitamins and minerals and things. There's just be sugar. Because sugar is a drug. And it's a very destructive drug at that. But they could make money off of it, so what? They allow it. Now sugar in small content, we eat bread, we eat baker, by cases. Them things is carbohydrates, them things are sugar. There's nothing wrong with that. But this you go to a grocery store, the most colorful part of the store in terms of the goods is the most dangerous. It's a set of snack. Alright? What you little children is feed them a set of snacks from young. And the people don't know it, but that is destroying your body, the sweet drink and all them things to excessive amounts. These things is destroying your body. Sugar is poisoning your body. Excessive amounts is like poisoning your body. Right? That's why these people has be eating 3, 4, 5 times for the day, and they have to because they're addicted to food. Their God is their belly. So when it's time to come now, and that 2 days pass, and you drink or eat nothing, the men of the Lord will be okay. We will be eating the spirit. You understand? We will be eating of the spirit. Even if we had to go 2, 3, 4 days, however long it is, Lord willing, we are the elect. We would go through that. But these people, they will lose their mind. You understand? A day pass, you eat or drink nothing, and you have to go to sleep with your belly empty, they will go mad. Right? So that is what is to come. They're gonna grade each other and kill each other for food, for survival. And with that, I hope the system was edifying, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders that do rule by that great millstone. Peace and salutation to all you sincere Akim pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sister out there. Hey, brother Kalam saying shalom.